A tiny skeleton was known as the most talented heir of the Grim Reaper's next generation, but unlike the rest of his family, he hated taking souls. Deep down, he dreamed of becoming a guardian angel who saved people instead. One day, while his father was away collecting souls, the little skeleton sat in front of the TV watching movies about angels. Inspired, he made a decision that went completely against his family's legacy. He crafted fake wings for himself and made a glowing halo for his head. In his eyes, he had finally become a little angel. Later that night, the old Grim Reaper returned home exhausted. The moment he saw his son dressed like an angel, his blood boiled with rage, but he couldn't bring himself to hurt his only child. So instead, he sat alone and drowned his frustration in alcohol. He didn't know what to do anymore. And worst of all, how could he ever face his ex-wife, the one who had remarried a White Reaper? Meanwhile, the little skeleton secretly wrote his father a goodbye letter and ran away to the human world. As he wandered through the dazzling city streets, he eventually entered a slaughterhouse. Seeing terrified cows being butchered made his heart tremble with pity. Wanting to do something good, he secretly freed one of the cows and released it into an open field, but he had no idea that his good deed would lead to disaster. The frightened cow suddenly ran into a busy road. A speeding car slammed into it. The crash was so violent that the husband and wife inside the car died instantly. Only their small child survived, crying helplessly in the wreckage. The little skeleton's heart shattered at the sight of the orphaned child. Ignoring the sacred laws of the underworld, he committed the ultimate forbidden act. He forced the souls of the dead parents back into their bodies. But tampering with the laws of life and death came at a terrible price. The souls returned, but not as humans. They became zombies, and the very first victim they attacked was their own innocent child. Soon, the infection spread throughout the entire city. Within hours, the streets turned into a nightmare filled with death and chaos. When the old Grim Reaper finally arrived, the city had become a graveyard. Using his immense powers, he barely managed to stop the outbreak and save humanity from complete destruction. The little skeleton, the true cause of the disaster, was crushed with guilt and sorrow. He had only wanted to help people, but instead, countless innocent lives had been lost because of him. He expected his father to scream at him or punish him severely, but instead, the old Grim Reaper quietly pulled him into a warm embrace. And in that moment, the little skeleton finally understood that some powers were never meant to be used without wisdom.